And then right after this game, I played the Jaguars too. Oh man, we played the Jaguars. Oh my God, I played food I'm gonna get that dub against him. But first, I gotta get you first. I gotta get you first. Christian McCaffrey finna go up. Oh, look at that speed. You got a better safety. Okay, you got a better safety. Of course, I got the better quarterback. 15 in it.
No, you don't.
You don't?
I mean, you got the better quarterback stats.
Yeah, but we all know who the best quarterback out of us two.
All right, Coach. It's the NFL on EA Sports. As you take a look there at Lincoln
There's no
Financial
question.
Field
In real life, we know Russell
PA.
Wilson better than Cam.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game,
first?
and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks,
man, I mean, bruh. I'm gonna have to run to the store real quick.
Guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia.
You know what? I'm gonna run to the store after this game. Fuck it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway.
Ooh, I like the
EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra. As he'll bring this one out to the 27.
We need the dub, baby. We need the dub. Come on, defense, because that's what I've been liking at the defense. I've been liking at the defense all week.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're running football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play.
We got Jonathan Stewart and Green. Oh, I forgot you had character.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some more time.
Back to football. Here we go on 4th with Wilson.
That's a good ass play. That's a stupid ass pass.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Come on, Cam Newton. You want to get your former team, baby. Come on.
First drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
It's your boy, Cam Newton, Christian McCaffrey.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I told you that's that middle linebacker. I mean, outside linebacker. I told you middle linebacker.
I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I know, right?
My guess is
everybody said that.
Turning on that other sideline as a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Let's go, Brandon. Brandon.
Inside the 15 before they
No.
drop him.
No.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He stiff arms him, and now running right through it. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
I'm all right. Yeah.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's garbage.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I did not mean to run that play. I don't know what. Let me stop.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon.
Oh my goodness.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Oh, my goodness.
Take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. On the catch, this is Jonathan Stewart.
I had
Thomas
Davis.
19, and it moves the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The first carry for the longtime Panther, Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I don't be doing that. They be mad.
15 yards.
Yeah, out here doing all this.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I had a pass.
Robert Ayers in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Wilson. Room to run inside the 40. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Trying for the
what? See, that's Wilson for you.
Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated.
Now the rookie from Notre Dame, it's Josh Allen. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Adams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Ooh, if he would have got off their touchdown.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Pressure comes in. He's brought down.
That's
It's a
Von Miller. I
Panther
can't do nothing
sack.
about that.
Newton's
He just
Super
blitzed off
Bowl
the edge.
nemesis, Von Miller, in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Newton. Walker with a grab, left side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He's out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Adams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second down is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's rock now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Past the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. And they'll run it here with Adams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the Panthers coming out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Adams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's Newton. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Now Wilson. Try to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
A big play there just before halftime, 41 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync on the way to play good defense.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
14.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Dawson's kick is good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Morstead the punter out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go up.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Newton. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Newton now to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get it to Landry there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down, Newton. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Newton. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Newton. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I
I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Wilson on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right, and complete to Zach Ertz. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Robert Ayers in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll air this one toward Coleman. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But pick just incomplete that time. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Ertz over the middle. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 2nd down, here's Newton. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Flushed out right. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
To return, here's Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. Wilson will throw again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Russell Wilson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. It's up, it's true, as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They'll begin here with Adams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Quentin Poling. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First carry for James Conner. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw, Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly be the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Wilson flush to his right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Newton's going to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
I want to run this back so bad because I wasn't prepared, but I take my L, bro.
I know.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Trying to improvise. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to the Jaguars in London. Right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Man, I fucked up a lot, bro.
Yeah, Russell Wilson really messed you up bad with them interceptions.